So today I am taking over Clatterbridge's Instagram, and I'm basically just going to show you a day in the life of what happens when I go and get chemo. So I have stage 4 Hodgkin lymphoma, which is a blood cancer, and I'll kind of speak a bit more about that like throughout the day. But it's my 9th round of chemo today, and I go and get chemo once every 2 weeks. So yeah, I'm kind of excited because it's going to take my mind off physically actually getting chemo, because I'm going to vlog it and I'm just going to answer a few questions and stuff like that. But yeah, I'm going to go and get breakfast, and then I'm going to show you what I pack in my bag to take with me. So this is going to be really fun because I'm going to forget I'm even getting chemo because I'm vlogging the whole thing. So I've got about 15 minutes before I need to head off to go and get chemo. I've got it at 11:30 and it takes me about 20 minutes to get there, so I usually set off about 11. But I've just had some cereal and then I've taken like any medication that I need to take for the day. And I'm about to show you what's in my chemo bag. This bag is humongous, like it's literally bigger than me, it's so huge. But I'm going to show you what I pack to take for the day. So usually my mum or my dad takes me to treatment. It kind of like depends on the week and like when they're off work and stuff like that. But we've just pulled up to the car park that we usually go to, and I don't know whether there's been a crash or something, but there was loads of people with high vis around. So we're in, what's the car park called now? Paddington car park. And the great thing about this is if you're a Clatterbridge patient, you get free parking. So you just get a little ticket and they scan it in Clatterbridge. But you have to go up to the 9th floor of the car park. So every time we have to do this with literally a merry-go-round. Like we just have to keep going till we get to, we're only on 3. But it's great because we get free parking, so it's still really good. So this is my mum. We're just in the lift at the car park and we're gonna go and walk down now to the hospital. You can get a little shuttle bus, but we like the walk, so we are a bit late, aren't we?
It's okay.
It's okay.
But you said it mightn't be ready, so it's okay.
That's fine with me. So we're just about to walk down now. So I'm actually currently the only one in the teenage and young adult like ward of it, so I thought I'd give you a little tour of where I get my treatment basically. So you see all of the chairs that people get treatment on, and I always grab this end one. I don't know why, like this is just like my space. So these chairs are unreal because they pure like fully recline and everything, so you can have like a proper sleep on it. And we've got like such a gorgeous view. I'll show you the common room because the view in the common room is incredible. But we pretty much have a view of like the whole city. This is the common room, which like anyone's allowed to go in, like if you're getting treatment and stuff like that, because you can just sit down and get a nice view of the city, or you can play Connect 4. There's also a TV in here, which has a PlayStation, I think, and then just some couches as well. But like this view is so pretty, and these chairs are so comfy as well. So I spend a lot of time sitting in here, and then there's always snacks and like a fridge full of drinks. So I'm actually gonna grab a drink. I usually just get a water because they're nice and cold, and then I'll get like fizzy orange. Yeah, that's what I'm in the mood for. So I'm just getting my obs taken, which is basically just like my blood pressure, my temperature, oxygen level as well. So I get this like every time before I get chemo, because obviously if I have a temperature, that's kind of like first sign of infection sort of thing. So they just make sure like everything's okay. So I've had quite a lot of questions about like how I was diagnosed and like my symptoms and stuff like that. So I'll pretty much just explain the full story of that. So if I'm completely honest, I probably should have got checked out a lot sooner than I actually did. I'd been feeling like kind of like really drained and like a little bit faint sometimes for a while, But I just thought, because I was in drama school and I was doing dance 5 hours a day, I just thought I was just working too hard and I was just tired from that. But I'd say my main symptoms were feeling drained a lot of the time, feeling faint, like the odd day or whatever. And then I actually had, in the middle of the night, I had like a little kind of like shaking fit in the middle of the night, and that was like the time where I was like, okay, I'm gonna go to hospital because it's not, like, this isn't right. I also had quite severe nosebleeds, but I don't think that was linked to the cancer. Yeah, I had a headache that lasted probably like 4 or 5 days, like it just completely didn't go. So I went into one hospital who actually discharged me. I was in there for about 5 or 6 days, and then I went back into hospital for 11 days, and that's where I was like properly diagnosed. Like, they did loads of tests on me, a load of like scans and stuff like that, and then the story of how I like officially found out is quite funny in like a really not funny way. So I just remember that I was in hospital. I'd been in there for a couple of days now, and I was in my own separate room, but for a couple of days I was on a ward with about 8 other women on the ward. But I was in my own separate room by this point, and I just remember a doctor walking in with a little like badge, and on the badge it said cancer doctor. So like, at the time I obviously did not laugh at all, but now that I look back at it, I was like, well, there we go. That's a bit obvious, isn't it? So it's quite a funny story when I look back, but obviously in the moment it wasn't funny at all. So I'm just currently waiting for my chemo to be delivered up to the ward, and then I'll start getting my chemo. But I'm here with Frankie, who is the youth support coordinator. I got that right. I was practicing that for ages.
Well done. So I work at Clatterbridge and I support young people as they go through treatment and beyond, and offer support around their social and emotional needs.
Wow, that was really good. That was really good. So I just have a little chat to Frankie, just about how I'm doing and stuff like that. I usually just speak to you about musicals, don't I? Because we both love musicals, but my chemo will be here shortly, and then I'm going to start getting that. This is a very, very hard question to like put into words, because I feel like you can't really describe that first like punch in the face, you know what I mean? Like, I make a joke about it because it's so much easier to not like seriously like deeply think about it, but I think because I was so young and because I thought I was so healthy, you know, I was dancing like for hours on end on a day, I think I was just gutted more than anything, like that I couldn't go to uni anymore because I had such an intense course that I couldn't really see my friends, you know, I couldn't go clubbing. Like, I'm not really like much of a clubber, but you know what I mean, like it was just horrendous, like it was really awful, and I did cry a lot, but then I thought, I'm okay, I know I'm gonna get through it, it's gonna be rough and I'm probably gonna cry a lot, but I know I'm gonna get through it and I know I'm gonna be fine. So I think my first reaction was shock, and then I was like, it's okay, I'm gonna be okay, and I am okay, I'm doing fine. So I've just started getting my anti-sickness, which just goes through my PIC line. I think I get 2 types of anti-sickness, and I've also had 2 paracetamols because it just all helps with the pain that I get when I have chemo.